Take note of the first phrase in 2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 1. It says this, "After this, David inquired of the Lord." After Saul had been mourned properly, after the amount of time that was proper, then and only then does David begin to pray about next steps. You know, it may seem to us a little strange that David would need to pray about any of this at all. I mean, hasn't he legitimately been anointed as the next king? So what really is there to pray about? Oh, there's plenty to pray about. And we see David's humility come through in his seeking God's counsel first, foremost, before acting. This has been the pattern in David's life. We can look back to 1 Samuel and we can look forward throughout 2 Samuel and count at least 9 times where David inquires of the Lord during an important time in his life. And this was David's prayer in 2 Samuel chapter 2. "Shall I go up into any of the cities of Judah?" Judah was a pretty safe place for David. I mean, after all, David is from Bethlehem of Judah. His people are there. His family is there. But in God's response, God does not send David back to Bethlehem, but rather to Hebron. So why Hebron? You see, Hebron and David's rule as king over God's people starts small. It starts in Hebron and over just one tribe, Judah. That's the emphasis of this passage of Scripture. You see it 4 times in the passage at the end of each main section. So for instance, in chapter 2, verse 4, it says, "They anointed David king over the house of Israel." Chapter 2, verse 7, "The house of Judah has anointed me king over them." Verse 8, "The house of Judah followed David." David was king in Hebron over the house of Judah. You know, Hebron may have been a small place, but it was also a place of gargantuan promise. It was there that a promise was made that included kingdom filled with as many people as there are grains of sand on the seashore. God told Abraham that he would make Abraham's offspring as the dust of the earth, so that if one can count the dust of the earth, his offspring could be counted as well. Your ministry may start small, but the promise of God, when we rely on Him, is that He can do gargantuan things through us. As you pray today, please remember Milan Bulak, our national changemaker missionary in the Czech Republic. And also remember the Tree Life Word broadcast that's heard throughout Ghana.